Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 4. I don't know about you, but this week has seemed like the shortest week and the longest week altogether, if that's possible. And I can't believe it's already going on week 4 of the semester, so it's just flying by. I hope you had a good week. And I just wanted to touch base and talk a little bit about what's coming up for this next week. The big issue this week is going to be our peer review session. I'm really looking forward to meeting you and working with you for a little bit this week. So first, let's talk logistics. According to the doodle poll that I sent out, thank you all for responding. The time and day that was most popular for everyone was Thursday, February 8th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. So that's what we're going to plan for. And we're going to plan to meet on ETSU's main campus in Wharf Pickle Hall, room 409. I'll send out an email about this as well, so you'll have that in an email. You should be able to park on campus. There's a large parking lot adjacent to Wharf Pickle Hall. No problem parking because it'll be after 4:30. So I look forward to seeing you. The plan for the peer review is basically to allow you to kind of pair up with someone else in the class, review their performance-based assessment design project using the assessment validation checklist, and just give each other some feedback that you can then apply to your own design and then turn in your second draft. Now, I realize we're meeting later in the week, and so if we do decide that we need to adjust the deadline for the second draft, we can do that. I'm totally open to that. So we'll talk about that when we meet and go from there. So I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to seeing what you've created. You all have just continued to amaze me in the work you're doing. So I just continue to look forward to working with you as we meet this week. So plan for Thursday, February 8th, 5:30 to 7, Wharf Pickle Hall, room 409, conference room. And I will be there to meet you, and we'll have a good time together. We'll also talk a little bit about, before you leave, the transition to your second major assignment, which is going to be your STEM unit design project. This is going to be your second kind of ongoing assignment that you're going to do throughout the semester, along with your current project you're working on with their STEM stamp. So we're going to talk a little bit about what's involved with that. But for this week, along with working on your final touches on your performance-based assessment design project, I want you to begin learning more about project-based learning and reading about it through your textbook. So I would like for you to, this week, read in whichever textbook you purchased for the class. So if you purchased this one, this is the PBL in the elementary grades textbook. I want you to read in this textbook chapters 1 and 2. That will provide some introduction to PBL, thinking about getting started with the PBL project, understanding what a driving question is and how to write one, and that sort of information. If you purchase the PBL starter kit, looks like this, it's more geared for middle and high school, you're going to read chapters 1 through 3. It's pretty much the same content in both books, it's just how it's laid out. So for this week, I'd like for you to read those chapters. It's an easy read. It's more of a toolkit to kind of help you with developing a project than it is a very dense read. So I think it'll be an easy read for you. On Wednesday, I will post a discussion board question that I would like for you to respond to based on that reading and your own thoughts about PBL moving forward. There's not anything that you're going to need to turn in this week regarding the STEM unit design project, only your performance-based assessment design second draft. But then following Sunday, February the 18th, is when your project summary, your project title, and your driving question are due. So I would encourage you to kind of start thinking about that. Your STEM unit design project may be linked to your performance-based assessment design, or it may be on a completely different topic. Do be sure and go back and look at Appendix A in the course information module. That will remind you of the specifics required for this assignment, and essentially what you'll be turning in as we move through the semester are portions of this assignment using the planning forms that are posted in Module 2. So it won't be something you'll turn in all at once, but you'll turn it in as we go. I'll give you feedback, and then ultimately you will turn in a final product at the very end of the semester. I'm working on and actually going to get your feedback on this, a rubric for grading this project in the end. So I will be getting some information to you about that posted a little bit later. But for right now, I just want you kind of thinking about what project-based learning is, and then beginning to think about what your unit design project is going to look like for this particular class. There are some other resources posted in the Module 2, Week 4 Materials and Resources submodule. I linked you to a few YouTube videos that I've found helpful regarding project-based learning, and also there's a great video by April Smith. She has a blog called Performing in Education, dealing with project-based learning, and she does a really nice job in one of her videos of breaking down the components to writing a good driving question for a project-based learning lesson. It's about 5 or 6 minutes video, so it's not very long. I would encourage you to look at that. I've also linked you to the website for the Buck Institute for Education. Those are the publishers of your textbooks. They have some excellent resources that you'll probably want to take advantage of as you build your projects, rubrics that have already been created that you can download and tweak as needed. So I encourage you to check that out as well. So just start familiarizing yourself this week with project-based learning a little bit and start thinking towards this next assignment. But obviously the main focus is getting that second draft perfected for your performance-based assessment design as well. All right, I think that's it for this week. I'll be seeing you Thursday night from 5:30 to 7 in North Pickle Hall, room 409. If you have any questions between now and then, please let me know. And I look forward to seeing you then and continuing to work with you this week. Have a great one.